let's get started. So I want to talk to you guys about like something that's two-dimensional and something that's three-dimensional. So all eyes up here. I'm just going to take this piece of paper right here, okay? This piece of paper is flat as a pancake, okay? It has length and it has width, but it does not have any height. It's flat. So if you were gonna pretend like this was my living room floor, Kiara, look up here, okay? If you were gonna pretend like this is my living room floor, and my living room floor didn't have any kind of carpet or anything on it, and I went to the flooring store and I said to the guys at the flooring store, I need you to come measure for carpet in my living room. Now I want you to think about, does carpet go on the walls?
No.
Does carpet go on the windows?
No.
No. Where does carpet go? On the flat floor, okay? Flat. So if they were gonna measure for carpet, they would take the length and they would multiply it times the width, and they would find out how much area it covered. So if we were studying for area, which we're not, but we do sometimes in 5th grade, if we were gonna try to find the area of something, watch this. It's the length, and remember this dot means multiplication, times the width, okay? That's all it is. Two things that you're multiplying together, making that two-dimensional. So when you give an answer, like at the flooring company, they're gonna say, Ms. Koffel, we came to your house and we measured your floor and we multiplied the length of your living room by the width of your living room, and we came up with the numbers, we came up with the number of this. And look how they have to write the answer. 500 feet, now watch this, squared. Or you might have heard it say 500 square feet. Have you ever heard of that before? Now, why do they put a 2 up there? Because you're multiplying length times width. It's two-dimensional, okay? It's flat, two-dimensional. Now let's pretend like I've got a closet. Now I want you to think about the closet. The closet, it's got length, it's got width, but a closet has height too. It's got sides, okay? And I want to fill that closet up with so many clothes because I love clothes so much, and I want to put purses, and I want to put shoes, and I want to put scarves, and I want to put everything that a girl would like in my closet, okay? It's got to have walls on it to hold all that stuff, doesn't it? It's not going to be flat. My closet's not going to be flat. Look what it's going to have. Say this, length, width, and it's going to have height. Are you tracking with me? So what we're doing today is we're finding volume, and I want you to put that V on your scrap paper. And in little letters out beside it, I want you to finish spelling the word volume, like that. And I want you to put an equal sign. It's length, yep. It's multiplied by width, yep. But we're not done. It's multiplied times height. Now put an equal sign. Now let's pretend like my closet is 100 feet. Now how many things did I multiply together this time?
3.
So watch what I'm gonna put. Feet cubed. And you have to write it like that. You have to. Okay, let's talk about something else that's three-dimensional. Not just my living room floor. Let's pretend like it's a movie screen. Think about this. The movie screen doesn't stay like flat on the floor. It just turns and it's up against the wall, isn't it? So if we go to the movies, which we haven't got to go to the movies very much because of COVID, but this movie screen is up here on the wall, okay? And if you wanted to see how big the movie screen was, it's length times width. It's two-dimensional. But one time, I went to the movies and they gave me these cool glasses. And I put these cool glasses on and I watched this movie called Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Have you ever seen that movie? And guess what happened? The meatballs came out at me. They didn't stay back here on the wall. It was a what kind of movie?
3D.
A 3D movie. Why was it 3D? It had, say this word, length, width, and it had height. It came out at me, okay? So I want you to understand the difference. If it's got walls, or it's tall, or it comes out at you. It's not flat, then it's a three-dimensional figure, okay? And that's what we're doing today is we're finding the volume. What can go inside something? Let me turn the page back. On page 2, I should have been on page 1. Okay, so mark out 1 and 2 and we'll start on 3. And here we go. We're finding the volume. That's what it says right there in the directions. Find the volume. And for some reason, it doesn't tell you if it's inches or feet or millimeters or centimeters. So let's just say inches. So I want you to mark out this unit and I want you to put inch right there. So your answers better say inches cubed. It has to. If you gave me the right answer, let's say the answer to this was 500. But you ran off and left it and you didn't put inches cubed, I would have to check it wrong. You have to put inches cubed. You have to. Why? Because there's a, what is the L? Length. And there's a width and there's a height. Don't you agree? That's not flat. That's not flat. That's three-dimensional. So let's start right here on the front. How long is this box? How many cubes long? 2. 2. So put 2. Okay, where'd you get 1?
I just said 1 and counted them.
Okay, it's not. It's 2. In fact, let's put dots right there. Put dots in those boxes. That's how I got 2. Now we got to see how far back it goes, which would be right here on the side. Put dots. How far back could it go? 2. Now, how tall is it? 1, 2, tall, high. Well, I told you I needed 3 numbers to multiply. Now, we're not adding, we're multiplying. So what's 2 times 2? 4 times 2. 8. Give me more. 8 inches cubed. You have to put that. You have to. Number 4. Let's figure out how long it is. So let's put dots in it and count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now stop because that's the front. Now we got to figure out how wide it is. 1, 2. Now we got to figure out how tall it is. 1. It's just 1 tall. So 6 times 2 would be 12. Times 1 would be 12. Actually had somebody last hour say 13.
What?
I know. It scared me. And look how I wrote it. Inches cubed.
No, it doesn't have height.
Yeah, it does. It's 1 tall. Yeah, it does. Look,
So
that's 1 tall.
So practically,
It does have height. It's not very tall, but it is 1 high. Yeah.
so practically, if it's 1, it's practically going to be the same number.
Right. Anything times 1 is the same number. Okay, let's look at the bottom. Pick one. Brooklyn. 13. Well, 13 is a little tricky, so let's talk about it. All eyes up here. Every one except for 13 is going to be so easy because you just got to find the length times the width times the height. But 13 is actually 2 different shapes butted up against each other. It's like this is a shape right there. Are you tracking with me? And then it's almost like this is a shape right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the volume of one side. We're going to find the volume of the other side, and then we're going to add them together. So in fact, why don't you draw a line, be real gentle, and just draw a line right through the middle like this. So do you see 2 different shapes there? I hope you do. So we're going to deal with this shape right here on this side first, okay? So how long is this sided shape? 3. So put a 3 right there. Now they kind of gave us a different view. In fact, it's kind of like this. I'm looking down on this side. So how far back does this one go? 2. And how tall is this shape? 1. So if I multiply 3 times 1, I'm going to get 3 times 2, and I'm going to get 6. So just put 6 on that side because we're only halfway done. Now we got to do the right side. How long is this right side? 2. How wide is this right side? 2. Now we've got to count how tall it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tall. So 2 times 2 is 4, times another 4 is 16. Now, put a little plus sign in between there. And 16 plus 6 would be 22 inches cubed. Why cubed? Because it's 3-dimensional. It has height. It's not flat. It's not flat like a pancake. Mm-hmm. Okay, what? Yes, yes. Okay, did you hear what Eric said? Now, every time there's 2 parts, you add them. Yes. You draw a line on one side and the other side and then add them together. Absolutely. I'll do like 2 more up here and then we'll turn the page. So let's just do number 5. Number 5, we're on the bottom for the length. Put dots. 1, a 2, a 3. Does everybody see how I got 3 right there? Okay. Now we're seeing how far back it goes. It's a 1 and a 2. I've been having struggles with this today. It doesn't like me today.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Just for some, I just got stuff erased.
Whenever you don't want it to work, it works. But whenever you do want it to work, it doesn't work.
Good point. It's like it won't let me erase this. Well, now, look, I'm erasing fake ink. There we go. All right, 3 here. And then it goes 1, 2, 3 wide. Then it goes 1, 2, 3 tall. So 3 times 3 is 9 times another 3 is 27 inches cubed. Or it could have been feet cubed if we had chosen that. Or it could have been centimeters cubed if we had chosen that. Okay, Kaden, last one. What do you want to do?
Number 11.
Number 11. Well, on the bottom, let's count with Kaden and figure out how long it is. Put dots in these boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how long it is. Kaden, how wide is this?
2.
2. Jake Lee, how tall is this?
3.
3. So what's 3 times 2, class?
6.
Okay, somebody said 12. Were y'all doing 6 times 2? Either one would work. But if we do 6 times 2 and we get 12, I'm afraid y'all don't know some of your 12s. So I don't know if you do 12 times 3. But if you do 3 times 2, what are you going to get?
6.
Times another 6 is 36. Which, by the way, is the same thing as 12 times 3. It doesn't matter what order you went in. Huh?
I was going to say 12.
That's what's cool about multiplication is order doesn't matter. Order does not matter. Okay, that's all I'm doing with the front. Turn the back. Compare the volumes of the prisms. Last hour I was saying prison. I didn't mean to say prison. I just said it. So prism. Okay, so here we go. Here's prism A. Let's just come over here and figure out what the volume of all these are, and then we'll go back and figure out the greater than, less than, okay? So on prism A, Bentley, how long is prism A? Huh? 4. Put a little 4 right there. Bricklin, how wide is prism A? 2. And Jake Lee, how tall is prism A? 1. So far your paper should look just like mine. And if we multiply those together, 4 times 2 is going to get me 8 times 1 is going to be 8. Now come over to the side, and I would just do it just like that. Now let's keep it going. Kaden, on prism B, how long is prism B?
6.
6. Cooper, how wide is prism B?
1.
1. Luke, how tall is prism B?
1.
1. So Eric, what's 6 times 1 times 1?
6.
6 inches cubed. On letter C, Kiara, how long is prism C? 3. Xander, how wide is prism C? 2. Corey, how tall is prism C? 1. So class, what's 3 times 2?
6.
Times 1 is 6. Okay, now, I just gave you the answers. Now you go fill in this. And remember, the big mouth opens to the big side. So if prism A is bigger than prism B, which it is, then the big mouth opens to the big side. But I'm not doing the others. Okay, 17. If you added another layer of unit cubes on where? Top. So basically of prism A. So let's pretend like this is prism A and you're adding a whole layer on top. What changed? Did the length change?
No.
Did the width change?
No.
What changed? The height. So let's go back. How many layers are we adding?
1.
Just 1. So it's not, did this change in front? Did this change? What changed? That 1 became a what? 2 on prism A. So help me. What's 4 times 2? 8 times 2 is 16. So I'm going to draw an arrow up here to 16 inches cubed. You know what? That's your answer. What would the volume of the new solid be? There's your answer, 16 inches cubed. Because they were testing you to see if you knew if that was length, width, or height that you added. Now on 18. If you put prism C on top of prism A, all eyes up here, okay? Look at prism C. How long is prism C?
3.
How long is prism A?
4.
That means they're not the same size. So on the front, when we had 2 different sizes, we found the volume of one, we found the volume of the other, and then what did we do? Added them together. So what's the volume of prism C?
6.
What's the volume? We're going to go with the original number, okay, not the new number. What's the volume of prism A?
8.
So let's add those together. What would we get? 14 what? Inches cubed. You can mark out number 19. And now we're on number 20. Mrs. Kelson's storage closet. What does a closet have? When you see a closet, does closet have length?
Yes.
Does closet have width?
Yes.
Is a closet flat?
No.
What else does a closet have? Height. So what are we doing? We're finding V. What does V stand for? Volume. And how do you do that? You multiply all those 3 numbers together. So here's your length. Here's your width. Here's your height. So let's multiply some of these together. What's 3 times 3?
9.
Times 7 is 60. Okay, so come out to the side. Oh, you know what? I was going to put inches. It's not inches. It's feet this time. Messed up. Okay, I'm not done. Get your pencil in hand. Here's the big question. Because it doesn't say what's the volume of the closet. Can she fit 67 what? Boxes that each have a volume of 1 cubic foot. So that means they're all exactly 67. Can I put 67 into 63?
No.
That is a lot of shoe boxes, isn't it? I'm assuming it's shoe boxes. She might have as many shoes as Mrs. Caulfield. How many shoes do y'all think I have?
60.
60?
70.
I do have 2 closets at my house when my husband just has 1. But that's how it's supposed to be, isn't it? Shouldn't the woman have like double the closets than the men? Bentley agrees with me. So can I put 67 shoe boxes in a closet that only holds 63? No. Corey, how many more feet would I need? more. I need 4 more feet. Okay, so I'm not doing 21 with you, but real quick, I want you to find the length right now of model X on 21, and I want you to write the length right underneath model X. I got 3. Did y'all get 3? Mm-hmm. Now we got to do the width of model X. What's the width? 1. What's the width? 3. What's the height of model X? 3. So I'm not going to give you the answer, but real quick, you need to do 3 times 3, don't say it out loud, times another 3, and you need to write your answer right here under model X, okay?
And what?
And let's say inches. I don't think it matters. If it doesn't give it to you, you just pick one, okay? Now let's do model Y. Find the length of model Y, which I say is 2. Find the width of model Y. How wide is model Y? Just 1. It's not very wide, is it? You know what this looks like to me? A Hershey chocolate bar. Doesn't it? Kind of. Because a Hershey chocolate bar isn't very wide. But it's also not flat as a pancake. Yeah, this looks just like a Hershey chocolate bar. And how tall is this Hershey chocolate bar? 4. Except it's green. Ugh. Who wants to eat a green Hershey chocolate bar?
It might be mint flavored.
Oh, it might be mint flavor. I like where you're talking. Whoever said broccoli, ugh. A broccoli chocolate bar? Ugh. I like your mint flavored idea. Okay, so now, real quickly, I want you to multiply 2 times 1 in your head. Then I want you to multiply that times 4. And I want you to write the answer right under here with inches cubed. Now, you can answer these questions with the numbers that you have right there, okay? So you got to do the front, and you got to do that, and any other missing work you have. Go.